Handa ka na ba? Alas 6 na ng gabi. Travel well na. Travel well. Let your wellness take you to places. Makipagkwentuhan kasama si Miss Christine Verdeflor Mahadillas. Dito lamang sa Travel Well. Sa impilang may todong lakas. DWIZ 882. Travel well. Let your wellness take you to places.
Good evening. Hello? Good evening once again. All right. Good evening. I'm live here from Singapore. Ako po ang iyong lingkod, Christine Verdeflor Mahadillas, for Travel Well. Let your wellness take you to places. So it's 6 p.m. na naman po ngayong Monday. Of course, it's a New Year's 2020. In New Year's, ano na po tayo? New Year's edition tayo ngayon, 2023. We welcome the 2023 with a blast. Ngayon po kakaibang ating episode because I'm now here in Singapore live. So we will be featuring one-of-a-kind destinations in Asia. So as we start with a bang for 2023, we are now live here in Singapore. And we will, sabi nga po natin sa programa, di ba? Let your wellness take you to places. So we will be definitely bringing you to places for 2023. Ayan po. But of course, again, our objective here in Travel Well is to promote tourism for the Philippines. And at the same time, what else ba? What else do we promote? What is the advocacy of One of a Kind and the Travel Well show? So we will be featuring one-of-a-kind destination and experiences in the Philippines, not only the Philippines, but in Asia as well. Bakit kaya? As we partner po, di ba, with our Philippine small and medium enterprises, we have a lot of Filipino people around the world. Ayan. So sabi nga nila, ang pinaka-product daw na pinakamahusay na product ng Philippines is our hospitality and the Filipino people. So that's the thing that we would like to feature, yung hospitality po ng mga Pinoy pagdating sa turismo ng Pilipinas. And we bring it to different places. Just like with Singapore po. Kasi mga ating audiences, good evening once again. This is Christine Mahadillas. I'm live from Singapore. Hello po. Diyan sa mga nakikinig sa atin. Yung mga taga Bicol, of course. Hello, Mama and Papa. Hello. And of course, ating mga sumusubaybay sa Facebook Live na good evening. Good evening po. Yung mga nag-traffic pa uwi, of course, good evening po. This is Travel Well. We will bring you different flavor this time. As we are live here in Singapore. Ayan po. So, later on, we will be sharing to you some of the experiences we had here in Singapore. It's been I think this is the 5th day already here in Singapore. So, I was here last week to do some meetings with a potential client, wherein this will definitely help the tourism of our Philippines, our beloved Philippines. Yun po, there are exciting things that is going to happen for the next coming months. And yeah, for this year of 2023, very promising po ang ating taon, 2023. Ayan. So, abangan nyo po, marami po tayong mga gagawing kakaiba. Wow, sabi natin, one-of-a-kind experiences that we will bring you this 2023. Ayan. Kumusta po yung mga New Year ninyo? Kumusta po yung New Year ninyo? So, we're so happy that, we are able to give some good things as we launch 2022. For sure, I hope po na-enjoy 2022 episodes natin. And last time, we were sharing the highlights of 2022 Travel Well. And po. So, di ba po, last episode natin, we were asking and we were reviewing what are the 3 things that we would like to thank for 2022 and what are the things that we want for 2022. Ano yung mga gusto natin na ma-achieve this 2023. And yung goal setting po is really very important in as we navigate our life po. So mas maigid na, of course, we plan, but at the same time, we give our plans and rest upon God na He will be the one to bless our plans. And as we do our planning, we heed po talaga, the guidance of our God. Kasi definitely kahit anong sabi nga po sa word niya, kahit the man shall plan, but it really God who prospers our plans and our day-to-day activities. Yun po. So before we proceed, with the videos that we will be sharing to you, let's have some quick break. And then, yun nga po, I'll be sharing to you some of the highlights and the great activities that we have here experienced in Singapore. And we would like to inspire more Filipino people and even our country, Lord, in our country when it comes to how tourism is being done here in Singapore, and what are the things that are being celebrated here in Singapore right now, because they're celebrating definitely the Chinese New Year, no? So Chinese New Year will be on January 22. Ayan po. So good evening once again to our audiences. This is Christine Verdiflor Mahadili as Travel Well. Thank you so much for watching and sa pagbatnubay niyo po. And then I'll be back for a short break. Thank you.
Travel well. Let your wellness take you to places. Kasama si Miss Christine Verdiflor Mahadillas.
Ayan, we're back. Good evening. Ayun, di ba? Parang dual citizenship or dual rule. Ako yung anchor, ako pa yung reporter. Why not, di ba? Why not? Chok na. Ayan po, okay. You've seen the videos that I had. That was last weekend actually. So, we share that to you po, no? Para din po dun for those, probably nakita nyo po, di ba? This is actually parang the sports ministry of Singapore who's doing the advocacy about Active SG, wherein they really encourage the community, they encourage the family to be involved and engaged into sports. Kasi yun nga po, the mantra na meron sila, or the objective is to live better through sports. So really after the pandemic, everybody was really affected with, being at home lang for about 2 years, diba? So the well-being of each individual or family members are really affected. So sabi nga, kaya mas pinagting nila yung advocacy about strengthening the sports, and definitely they acknowledge the fact that to live better you have to be engaged into active physical activities, and the sports really help. Ayun po, no, so they are having this campaign, and actually parang they are rewarding the residences, and not only the residences or the Singaporeans, but also the foreigners who has permanent residence, who are permanent residents here in Singapore. So they are giving out like $100 voucher, no? Magkano rin yun? It's around ngayon 40 pesos na po, 40 pesos na yung Singaporean dollar. So I think it went up from that to 35, 36 lang. Minsan na 34. Tapos ngayon tumaas talaga siya. So anyway, those things like, the families are being rewarded. Individuals are being rewarded to be engaged in sports. And I think we really need that this time. Kailangan po talaga natin ngayon na ma-engage tayo physically, no? So yun, sila actually ang galing. They're just getting the vouchers sa ATM machines. I don't know, but they have these facilities then po mismo sa Active SG, wherein they have this parang sports gym. So the communities are involved. So they will be able to make use of those vouchers by attending sessions. Let's say they have piloxing, yoga, boxing, all sports games. There's also swim. So yeah, it's good to have that kind also here, no? In the Philippines. So live better through sports. And we really encourage, our kids, our younger people to be engaged into sports. They said nga po, right now, one thing that they are also teaching the Singaporeans is to really have a good nutrition education, tinatawag. So, because they believe that the quality of food affects the quantity of food affects actually the physical attribute of each individual. Meaning, ano po yun? Quantity. Yung dami ng kinakain natin or liit ng kinakain natin affects our physical aspect. But then at the same time, yung quality is really important as well. What do you mean by quality? Yung quality of food natin affects our mental health. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, observe nyo po yung sa kabataan natin, or yung mga moms dyan, or even the parents, the dad, or sa ating mga sarili din, for those who are working, no? At times, dahil mabilis yung oras, gusto natin mabilisan, instant lahat, we would prefer the fast food. Pero observe nyo po yung mood ninyo whenever you eat fast food and compared to, lutong bahay or something like niluto talaga ng mommy or dad or kayo mismo nagluto. Ibang-iba. I mean, you would notice that. And, well, actually, kung i-observe nyo din po, I was observing also like, yung mood swings, pag parating kumakain ng anong tawag dito, fast food nga, minsan chichirya or mga cheeses or all preservative food, nakaka-apekto po talaga yun sa mental health natin. And even, yun nga, the way we see things, minsan groggy tayo, bakit minsan fresh yung gano'n. So may mga effect po yun sa ating pangangatawan when it comes to what we eat talaga. Kaya nga sinasabi, what we eat is what we are. So dito, really they are very conscious on what they eat. So yeah, I hope that we can bring it also in our country na parang talagang yung nutrition is really a priority when it comes to taking care of our health. Ayan. So, of course, Filipinos are happy people. Sabi nga nila, yung masaya daw kumain, masarap kasama. Yung magaling kumain daw, ay masarap kasama. Yan. Tayo mahiling tayo sa celebration, di ba? But then kahit pa paano, at least pag nag-fiesta or nag-celebrate tayo, lutong bahay yan. So, yun, as much as possible, we really have to be mindful po sa mga kinakain natin. As much as possible, yung isa pang natutunan ko dito, normally daw kasi when you cook food, it should be consumed like in something like 90 minutes, within 90 minutes. Kasi po pag lumamig na siya, something like umabot na siya ng 2 oras, merong piniform siya na ang tawag dito, meron siyang napuproduce na hindi magandang elements pag parang yung food natin kumbaga hindi na mainit. So, as much as possible, nakakatulong yung newly cooked food na kakainin natin habang mainit pa. Ayan. Because yun, nakaka-apekto po yun dun sa actually sustansya, nutrition, nandun pag mainit pa yung kakainin natin. But pag yun nga, parang kaning lamig na, yung kanin, but then, yung ulam ba na parang matagal, kunwari, may pagkain, tapos, kumbaga morning pa lang, luto na ng, sabihin natin alas 6, tapos kakainin mo ng 10 o'clock. Much better po daw talaga kung kakainin siya ng within 19 minutes or mas maganda nga kung agad-agad kainin natin. Kasi usually, merong na-form na elements na it's not good for our health. Pag kunwari, malamig na. Lalo na pag kunwari, finay, yung pagkain, tayo mahilig sa fried food, diba? Ayun. So, anyway, yun. So, I've shared sa inyo kanina, yung SG Active, they're really engaging communities and families to be involved into different kinds of sport. Lahat, merong MMA din, self-defense. Kasi self-defense, they said, really improves also and boosts the confidence level ng ating mga kabataan at yung mga kids po tayo, no? So, holistic yung, natutulong po whenever we really engage them. So, if of course, first world country, Singapore, no? And tayo, third world. So, as we see, we are also, this in a way inspires us to become better, no? So, minsan, kaya yung travel ko nakakatulong dahil it creates a broader perspective about how we perceive things. And minsan, we're so confined with kung ano yung nakikita lang natin sa kapalibutan natin. Kaya whenever we travel, it opens, a broader perspective about things. Minsan naiisip natin yung kalit-litang bagay na parang we complain because of this and that problem. Pero pag lumabas po tayo, lumalaki yung perspective natin about things. And we see things on a different lens. So, yun po yung naidudulot ng travel. So, yun. Speaking of travel, so I'd like to bring you some travel tips, no? So, kwento ko lang sa inyo nung pagpunta ko dito, no? Kasi it has been like probably since the pandemic, this is the first time that I was able to travel internationally. So, it was like 2020, before mag-lockdown ng March. So previously po, I would really travel a lot because of the requirements of work and the business. So after that, during the pandemic, it was just this year, 2023, na nakapag-travel po tayo ulit. So again, I just want to share the experience, no, na yun, whenever you travel pa yan, pagdating sa airport, hihingin po kayo ng ng vaccine card or vaccine certificate. So, it has to be ready. So, at times kasi whenever you book internationally ng flights, minsan hindi nila nilalagay doon. But then, doon upon check-in or even if you check-in online, which it helps now na nakapag-check-in online, if nakapag-check-in ka online, kailangan pa rin pupunta sa counter ng airlines na kung saan man kayo nakabook, and then they will request the vaccine card, and as you present it, they will be able to issue you yung physical na boarding pass. Ayan. So very busy ngayon ang mga airport. So but then the good thing about it, at times sa dami po ng available airlines, minsan may mga promotions, minsan kahit last minute may mga gandang promo na tickets na nabibigay ang mga airlines. Ayan. So you just have to check it out. One tip, pag nagbo-book kayo, mas maganda gawin nyo on a Tuesday or Thursday. Kasi usually, ito yung mga downtime. Meaning, hindi masyadong, usually kasi nagpa-travel yung mga tao either Friday, on the last day of the week, work week, or Monday. So pagdating ng Tuesday, and between Tuesday and Thursday, yun yung medyo mas mababang price points when it comes to airline tickets. So yun, tandaan niyo po yun, travel tip yun. So, what else? So when I get there, pagdating sa airport, okay naman, they're very organized when it comes to checking on the boarding pass, together with the requirements for the travel. And then, of course, you don't forget yung mga kailangan fill upon pagpunta dun sa embassy, tatatakan, kailangan nyo, meron kayong disembarkation na fill upan. So, make sure lang na, properly filled up. And then, of course, upon arrival, everything was smooth naman, upon arrival. So, you have to fill up again. Dito sa Singapore, it's really automated na most of the time. So, kung before, nagsa-sign up pa tayo, pag sa Philippines, nagsa-sign up pa ng papel. Dito po sa Singapore, pagdating dito, yung parang normally na parang may card na finifill up, hindi na po, online na siya. So there are also people who's assisting in the parang kiosk type na automated kiosk type. If you fill up lang doon yung mga information, and then mas mabilis na ngayon yung processing ng entry ng mga passengers yun, and tourists yun. So when I get here, ang isa pang travel tips siguro, usually kasi pagdating sa airport, ang nakita kong advantage ngayon, pagdating sa airport, it's better that you will get the maganda dito ang transportation system, the MRT card. When you arrive at the airport, makikita niyo na meron silang for sale na MRT card. Okay, so pagdating nyo, there's MRT card, there's already SIM card, para easier for you to communicate locally. Doon mismo sa airport, you can buy it na para efficient. Yung MRT, kahit sa ang lugar meron. So, dulo to dulo, and it's really fast. So, the fastest way to really get to your places here. Yung iba nga dito, hindi na, kahit may car sila, hindi na ginagamit yung car dahil there's really an efficient transportation mode, which is the MRT na meron sila. Ayan. So, that card can also be used for the buses. So, it's a good tip, na alam natin itong mga to. And for those who plan to go to Singapore, and yeah, I think you can take note of this. And then at the same time, what else ba? So you have the SIM card. Register the SIM card. The Changi team, tourism team, or there's really a designated Changi hospitality officer. They have actually Changi experience officer. Imagine mo, so importante po talaga sa kanila yung experience, no? So, well, Changi is one of the best airport in the world. Kaya siguro naman they were awarded with that because the people there, both Filipinos and the locals, are really giving a different kind of experience, a one-of-a-kind experience when it comes to customer service, when it comes to hospitality. Ayan. So, yun po yung mga tips natin when it comes to traveling, especially now na the borders are open And those are the things na pwede nating tandaan para maging smooth lang po yung travel natin as we go outside the country. Ayan. So, but of course, in the plane, you're still required to wear mask for the safety of, for your safety din po. Yun. So, at the airport, mostly the people are still using their mask. So, but then, I guess the airport optional siya, but then at the plane, they're really required to wear the mask. Ayan. So, what else? There's a lot of things that I would like to share to you, no? So, as I've said po, no, Travel Well now is traveling not only in a local arena but also in the international arena. What is the objective po kung bakit natin ginagawa to? We would like to boost the tourism of our country. So by way of partnerships with institutions outside the country, we will be able to boost our tourism when it comes to sports tourism, wellness tourism, and the partnerships that we will be doing alongside with wellness, travel, and of course tourism nga po. So yun. And I hope all these things are adding value to you po, no? Hello po dyan, yung mga nakikinig. Nakakatuwa kasi yung kaibigan namin na tinuluyan here are really very hospitable. Sobrang nakaka-proud po talaga pag Pinoy yung nag-host sa atin, And natuwa ako kasi nagpapakinig talaga sila pala ng Travel Well at Karambola. Famous dito yung Karambola sa Singapore. And even my friend, hindi ko nga in-expect na nakikinig daw siya at nanonood talaga ng Karambola. And of course, sabay na yung Travel Well. No? So hi there to Rika and Paul, yung nag-host in my stay here. So I'm very thankful for this couple. They're very generous when it comes to their time and resources. And yeah, we are sobrang enjoy. Parang nasa Pilipinas lang din po ako whenever I go home. And of course, the meetings very efficient in terms of the time. Ang dami kong nagagawa when I'm here. And at the same time, yung mga anak din ni Paul and Rika, sobrang sweet nila at sobrang cute. And hi, Michelle. Ayun, yung mga kasama natin during the weekend. Thank you for spending time with us. Nako, syempre walang humpa yung karaoke. Hindi pa rin nawawala yung karaoke pagdating dito kahit wala sa Pilipinas dito pag nagtipon-tipon na siguradong may kantahan. Ayan. So those are the things, and we will be sharing to you more of our coverage videos as we along with our program tonight. Ayan po. So I'll be back shortly. Travel well.
Travel well. Let your wellness take you to places. Kasama si Miss Christine Verdeflor Mahadillas.
Ayan, we're back. Good evening once again. This is Christine Verdeflor Mahadillas of Travel Well. Let your wellness take you to places. Ayan po, good evening once again. Yung mga nakakasama pa lang natin ngayon, yung mga pauwi pa lang sa kanila mga tahanan. Good evening po, this is Christine. Nandito po ako sa Singapore right now, sharing to you some experiences that we have when it comes to travel. Of course, the borders are open now, so pwede na po tayo magbiyahe. Pwede na. Ayan, so ano po ba yung objective ng Travel Well, diba? It's about boosting tourism, but at the same time, bakit naman ang feature ni team is Singapore? Why not? Diba? Well, we would like to get, inspirations from such of a Singapore, which is a first world country. And we are actually po building ties, partnership with them when it comes to how we will still be able to boost our tourism. Ayan. Thank you for flashing my photos there. Ayan. Kanina, I think, yan yung mga kasama natin during the weekend. Ayan, sina Paul, Rika, sina Michelle. Hello. There you go. Ayan, ayun po, this week is Singapore Art Week. It started January 16 until the 16th. So before the Chinese New Year, they are celebrating the Singapore Art Week. So each iconic areas, there's Marina, Orchard, marami pong art gallery na naka-display sa bawat area na yun. So those are the activities na meron ngayon si Singapore, no? So they're featuring local artists, they're featuring of course the artworks and paintings of their locals. And at the same time, there are a lot of activities that they have prepared for the art week nga po. No? And at the same time, I'd like to announce also that on February 6th, until the 18th is the Glow Festival. Glow Festival naman, as you've known po, no, Singapore is known for cosmetics. So when it comes to beauty, they're one of the top naman when it comes to Southeast Asia. So Glow is glowing from the inside, not only physical but also the aspects when it comes to health. No, so there will be series of yoga sessions, wellness activities that are being led by celebrities of Singapore. So, ayun, those are the activities for those who wants to know ano pa yung mga upcoming activities ng Singapore. There are a lot, actually, but those are the things ngayon, and we are actually working with some of the biggest organizers when it comes to triathlon, swim, and the sports industry here. And we would like to announce to you, i-launch po namin to in the next coming weeks. Hindi mo namin sasabihin ngayon kasi baka ma-preempt, but there will be a big upcoming event in the Philippines. And we're cooking it right now, coming from galing to sa Europe. So, abangan nyo po. Sobrang exciting po yung international event na to. Ayan. So, we will be announcing as soon as we finalize things and document things. And definitely, ang Travel Well po ang unang makakaalam, yung mga viewers natin sa Travel Well, ang unang makakaalam kung ano po yung yun. Ayan. So, again, ano pa bang ginagawa natin here? We are actually promoting tourism, Philippine tourism here in Singapore as well. So, as you know, there are a lot of resorts that we have featured the past months, last 2022, and we are actually helping them promote internationally yung bawat areas na yun, yung mga na-feature natin. And not only those na na-feature, pwede pa po tayong makipag-partner sa amin. Pwede kayong makipag-partner sa amin when it comes to promoting your institution, when it comes to tourism, anything about travel and wellness. So we would gladly help you. Yun naman po ang ating advocacy when it comes to Travel Well. Of course, brought to you by One of a Kind Asia in partnership with Aliw Broadcasting Company. And of course, DWIZ, also Exodus. Magandang gabi. So nga nakikinig dyan, of course, everybody there, the Philippines, Manila, mga taga Bicol, Baguio, Cebu, all over the place, Zamboanga, hi Charles, and yung upcoming activity by February, yung open water swim, it's about to happen by February, yung launch po, for those who want to register pa, habol kayo, habol, it's Zamboanga Open Water Swim. You can check on the Facebook para you can still register. Hopefully, makakuha pa kayo ng slot because there's limited slots for that. And I believe there will be upcoming activities pa along the way. Kasi alam ko, parang feeling ko na puno na ata yung registration na yun. But then, baka magbukas pa sila ng leg for that one. So, we're so happy that Region 9 is really promoting the tourism. No? Region 9 po, yung pong Zamboanga the home of our Olympian, of course, Miss Heidelin Diaz. Hello, Heidelin and Julius, kumusta kayo? Nasaan na kayo? Honeymoon pa rin ba? Ayan, so, there you go. Kanina, I think, I'm not sure if napalabas natin, pero mamaya papakita ko sa inyo yung isang unique thing din dito sa Singapore. Kasi nakakatuwa talaga when it comes to security, peace and security. Number one sila din. So safety, ayan, they're really very, very mindful about the safety of each individual here. Of course, families and yung community talaga nila are really disciplined when it comes to safety and even the cleanliness ng surroundings. Yun po. So, again, kanina we were sharing about travel stories, travel tips, as I went here na po. So, meron po din tayong mga nakilala during the trip, yung biyahe from Manila to, Manila to Singapore. May mga nakilala ako na mga nakatabi ko sa airport. Sina Rose, hello, good evening. And then, I have listened to their stories, Marami sa kanila na matagal na dito talaga, like 2 decades na, lumaki na yung mga anak nila and all, nandito pa rin silang tatrabaho. There are also some who's been working for 3 years pa lang. Kanina, sa Coffee Bean, nakita ko yung isang manager na nagtatrabaho dito for 7 years na. They're also applying for Canada daw while waiting. Nandito sila sa Singapore working. And these people have, meron silang mga actually meron silang mga businesses. And nung nakausap ko yung isang manager ng isang tindahan here in Singapore. He said nga na meron siya actually business na maiiwan sa Bicol, sa Naga raw. And actually, he owns the business. Pero at the same time, wala kasing nag-aasikaso, no, when it comes to para i-pass on niya sana kasi he is migrating sa Canada. And sabi ko nga sa kanya, look at, other opportunities. Meaning, ibig sabihin, may mga opportunities. Nagbibigay po ng grant ang ating, ang government, yung DOST, and other institution like yung SEC, DOST, tsaka yung tawag dito. May mga programs po sa government. You have to check lang po website, no? Kasi minsan hindi tayo aware dahil hindi lang natin siguro na-check at hindi nila na-announce properly lang. But then there are really, opportunities, grants na binibigay for those small, medium enterprises sa Philippines po, yung mga negosyante natin. Ngayon, we just have to be aware and be mindful about, the grants that is being offered. Pwede po natin i-check sa website ng what you call it, for example, the UST and other, departments of the government para makita natin yung opportunities and yung grants na pwedeng ibigay po dun sa mga natin. Sa mga kababayan, nag-start ng negosyo nila, no? Kasi we really wanted to boost the business, small and medium enterprises sa Pilipinas, no. So, well, aside from tourism, of course, marami pong talented na Filipino na actually they have their own innovation when it comes to all kinds of products. May it be technology, food, arts, no. Marami pong talented na Pinoy na hindi lang nabibigyan ng opportunity for probably in capitalization. So, yun, let's just be more mindful. I-research lang po natin sa website, no, kung ano yung mga binibigay na programs ng ating mga department. Yun, Department of Tourism, Department of Technology, DOST na po, and yung DTI, definitely DTI, Department of Trade and Industry. Ayan. So, definitely may mga programa sila. Let's say, for example, sa DTI, meron silang program for bakong. Bakong is like an alternative for abaka. Yun. So, yung alternative for abaka po, nakita natin, ginagamit siya sa bag, furnitures. Maganda po yung opportunities nito pagdating sa export. Kasi po marami pong gustong gumamit yung mga indigenous materials na galing sa Philippines. So, one of which is actually pili, no? So, there are companies who are into this kind of indigenous products na meron ang Pilipinas na pwede po nating pagtulungan, no, na i-promote talaga sa ibang bansa. Ayan. So, that's one of our advocacy as well. And for those who wants to propose to us and, we can help you partner and give you platform for this kind of innovations, one-of-a-kind feature, one-of-a-kind products, pwede po nyo kaming i-reach sa ating mga social media pages. Of course, the DWIZ also does. And of course, One-of-a-Kind Asia, who's the producer of this show. Ayan po, you can reach out to us via Facebook and you can also text me via 0947-424-9805. We have WhatsApp. We have also social media platforms po. Ayan. So, thank you so much once again for patronizing Travel Well. Dun po sa mga nakikinig sa kanilang mga tahanan. Thank you so much for joining us every 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday po. No? I hope that we're adding value to you, na nabibigyan po namin kayo ng konting excitement when it comes to travel. No? So, we hope we can bring you to really a lot of places this year. And then, yun nga po, I think we will be showing some videos pa. I'd like to share to you some experience. This office actually is one of a kind. So that's why I want to feature this also. If you can flash it, our team, our SOCNED team, makita nyo kanina yung malaking LED na, ayan. So, I think, papalabas natin yung video. With a huge LED. We are actually here in 1 North. And I hope the team will be able to flash the videos that we have. Sobrang cute. I mean, nakalagay dito sa mantra nga nila, the future of work. So, yung laser building, ayan, there. Kita nyo, laking LED. This is amazing kasi when you do the registration, automated na siya. Walang tao, pero you just have to fill in your information. And that one, Real Good Brew, that's a coffee machine that it's self-service. So walang tao doon that you can, parang that's a future already of offices and buildings here in Singapore. So this is one of the most advanced offices here in Singapore. Tingnan nyo naman, diba, yung LED, moving LED nila. And this is, the Razer headquarters. Razer headquarters. So very, very high-tech. Yan, visitors registration, automated na. No need for you to present your ID. Pa-flash mo lang yung mukha mo doon. Mag-fill up ka. At the same time, there's a coffee shop, self-service. And then, there's a store, actually, Razer store there. So yan, ang bilis lang, no? This is the future of work now. They said, this is the mantra of it. So when you enter, makikita mo, wala kang makikita number, hindi ka nagpipindot. Pagpasok mo, automated na yun. Alam nila kung saan ka pupunta because naka-register yung mukha mo. Pipicturean ka dun sa registration. Yan. So visitors registration, may picture. So kita nila kung saan ka pupunta kasi you have to fill in the information kung saan ka pupunta, sino yung kamiting mo. Ayan, very, very fast and efficient. Automated na talaga lahat. Ayan. This is the new building of Razer headquarters. Yun. So it's really a one-of-a-kind experience, no, to be in this kind of building. Ito po yun, actually, yung kung saan ako nag-live sa inyo ngayon para malakas yung internet, diba? So it's part of One North. When I went here, coming from Suntec City, I just rode the MRT station. Sobrang very efficient po talaga. Ayan. So yun, I think there will be more videos pa ba na ipapalabas tayo and images. Yan, papalabas natin. Yun. Actually, marami po akong napuntahan and probably what you can do is to subscribe also to our page, One of a Kind, and then DWIZ 882 para makita niyo po yung iba pang content namin for Singapore. And if you want to reach out to us, yun, yung One of a Kind Asia po is hiring right now. It's a good news. Yes, it's a good news because as we promote and as we are into road to recovery, we will be hiring people po, no, as we build up yung programs natin for this year 2023. Ayan, so there will be a lot of things happening for travel well. The destinations that we will be featuring, the program that we will be creating will be much more exciting po for 2023. Ayan. Sige, the team can flash pa the videos and the photos probably. Ayan, ito po pala I'd like to share to you. This is this is where I am right now. Ayan, diba? Ganda, very neat yung cubicles. Ayan. Ito yung 7th floor, wherein I did my live right now. And ito po pala, ayan, quickly, walang audio. Pero tingnan nyo, nasa sahig yung charger phone. Ang ginawa namin dito nung Saturday, kumain lang kami dyan, sa yakiniku after church. Tapos, yan, kasama ko yung mga friends. Yan, hey, yakiniku. Nakita namin yung phone na yun an hour before, bago pa kami pasok, makita namin yun, naka-charge. Imagine mo sa may, yan, sa labas lang. Walang nagbabantay, pero hindi nawawala. That's how safe here in Singapore. Ayan, si Ika. That's me, of course. Sina Paul, sina Michelle, sina Tien. Yun. So, very safe talaga. I mean, that's one thing that we are proud of here in Asia. Diba? So, I hope sa Philippines ganun din. No? Naiiwan mo lang sa sahig, dun sa lobby, tapos hindi mawawala yung phone mo. Ayan. So people are really very disciplined here. They are also caring enough, and at the same time, I hope that this inspires you, and for those people who plan to travel, it's really safe now to travel, at least in Singapore. So yeah, future of work. And right. Diba? So there you go. So this is year 2023. We are welcoming the year with a bang. And may order na. Yun. Diyan, tingnan mo. Diyan sa yakiniku na yan, naka-feature yung ingredient ng sibuyas. Ito, mura ang sibuyas. Sa atin ang mahal, no? Our team, friends, thank you for the treat, Jika and Paolo. May God bless you. Ayan. Sobrang babait, sobrang generous ng ating kapwa Pinoy here in Singapore. Well, once again, thank you so much po for watching us and listening to us. Hi, hello to Tita May sa Cavite. Good evening. Thank you so much for always keeping watch of us. Tapos sino ba? Of course, Sinalala. Hello, Gifo and Yuna. Ayan, cherry. It's malapit na kasi ang Chinese New Year. Sobrang sarap ng cherry. Ayan po. Put God first in everything. So, yun yung inspiration na gusto nating i-impart ngayong first episode natin for 2023, no? I believe that when we put God first in everything, sabi nga niya sa word niya, seek first the kingdom of God and all these things shall be added unto you. There are things that at times we feel that it's impossible, pero ibibigay po niya pag will niya. Ayan. So we just have to seek Him and abide in Him. So me, I'm not actually planning to go here, but there was an opportunity, and it's a gift that I was able to travel first week of January, and it's a blessing. Thank you, Lord. So we would like to give back by way of inspiring you people, inspiring our fellow Filipino people there to help boost our tourism industry, and at the same time, again, we are forging partnership here in Singapore so that we will bring you to places, and at the same time help our small and medium enterprises when it comes to the wellness industry, sports tourism industry, and ang ating mga kababayan na nasa labas ng bansa, nandito sa Singapore, they're really working very, very hard for them to be able to give good life to their families there in Manila, in the Philippines, and all the provinces of the Philippines. So yun, supportahan po natin yung mga OFW natin na kapamilya dito sa Singapore and the rest of the part of the world. Hindi po biro talaga yung mapalayo sa mga mahal sa buhay, especially na iba pa rin, di ba talaga, pag nasa sarili natin tayong lugar. But it's really a blessing, that they are actually one of the economy boosters ng Pilipinas, yung ating mga OFW. And once again, thank you so much for the support. And again, let's involve in to support our OFWs and at the same time our tourism. So again, magandang gabi po. Maraming salamat, and I hope we were able to inspire you, and we will be bringing you to places. And again, this is Christine Verdiflora Mahadillas. Let your wellness take you to places. Travel well!
Sumainyo ang pinakabagong programa sa DWIZ hanggang sa susunod na Lunes, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Travel well! Let your wellness take you to places.